You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find this channel on Twitter, Gab.ai, BitChute, and Minds.com. This is a Real American Patriot channel for Real American Patriot. If you're not a Real American Patriot, please exit the channel. Furthermore, we are not sponsored by any outside interference. That means we're unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. With that being said, transmission will commence momentarily.
How are you guys doing? Thank you for joining me on the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name's Stefan. I'm your host. In this episode, I want to talk about how retarded, I don't want to use that word. That's insulting to people with actual retardations. How idiotic the Democratic Party is, right? They're falling apart. They don't know what to do, right? They're broke right now, right? And the reason why I say they're broke right now, I want to show you an article that I found in Zero Hedge, right? I'll leave a link in the description below, like always, all right? But let me load up this thing for you guys so you can see this, all right? But give me 1 second. There you go. All right. It's from Zero Hedge. Disorganized DNC dive deeper in debt as WikiLeaks Bombshell haunted parties. All right. The Democratic National Committee is once again in financial distress, and it could have a big impact on the 2020 election. According to Bloomberg, in the first 4 months of the 2019, the party outspent its contribution, tracking on $3 million in new debt donors' enthusiasm as all but dried up. This show you how irresponsible the Democratic Party is, right? It gives you a contrast between Democratic and conservative, right? Conservatives don't waste money like this. Conservatives know what to spend their money on, something that really matters. Now, what the Democrats, they think by outspending people. You got, oh man, this commercial. All right, let's turn it off. I don't want to get copyright striked. I don't know why they put that. Utah. I'm sorry about that. All right. As I was saying, this is the difference between the Democrat and the conservative, right? The Democrat think that by outspending people, right, outspending everybody, all right, they think that would guarantee them an election, which is totally false. Look at the last election, the midterm election. Look at Beto O'Rourke. He spent millions and millions of dollars and still lost to Ted Cruz. Out of everybody, Ted Cruz, right? And you think Ted Cruz would be easy opponent to beat? We still lost. He spent millions of dollars, right? And look at the last election, 2016 election. Hillary Clinton outspent Donald Trump millions of dollars, and she still lost. All right. This mean that no matter how much money you spend, it doesn't matter how much money you spend. By spending a lot of money doesn't guarantee you a victory in an election. And that's what the Democrats don't understand. They have bad strategies. Their strategy sucks, right? Look at Hillary Clinton. She thinks she got everything in the bag and not neglecting the Rust Belt, neglecting Wisconsin. And look what happened. Donald Trump flipped Wisconsin, all right? He flipped Pennsylvania, all right? She think she has her egos in her butt right now. She think everything is handed to her. That's why they lost. This is why the Democratic Party are bad with money. All right, liberalism are bad with money. Look at the millennials. Most of them are liberals, and they're bad with money. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. If you're liberal, you're bad with money. There are exceptions out there, but the majority of them are awful with money. All right, but let's continue this. It's trouble going affect us, said Cincinnati-based Democratic bundle Alan Burlant, who say the party need to open an office nationwide to get people mobilized. No, that's a bad strategy. All that start with fundraising. Brilliant added. By the end of April, the DNC had collected a contribution of more than $24.4 million, but had spent $28.4 million. How are you going to spend more than what you take in? That's bad economics. You can spend more than what you could take in. That's ridiculous. According to the latest disclosure, it has $7.6 million in cash in hand, $1 million less than the January. It posted $6.2 million in debt, including bank loans and unpaid invoices to vendors. Federal Election Committee's record shows. All right. The compare to the Republican National Committee, which thanked in part of the Trump non-stop fundraising since winning the White House, had $34.7 million in the bank and no debt. That's the difference between conservative and liberals. All right, they know how to handle money. Conservatives know how to handle money. All right, it raised nearly $62 million so far last year, $2.5 million from the time the DNC had. All right. And let me bring you another example, right, from this Debbie Wasserman Schultz, right? The reason why Hillary Clinton has so much of a stronghold is because Barack Obama depleted the DNC when he ran. You know how much money that he spent just to get that victory? Right there, it's not about spending. Look, the reason why Barack Obama won is because of bad policy from the previous administration. People was getting tired of it. And not only that, John McCain wasn't a desirable person. He had a lot of flaws. He ran a bad campaign. All right, that's why Barack Obama won. If a Republican besides John McCain have a better campaign, was running against Barack Obama would not lose. All right, it's just John McCain had a bad campaign. That's why Barack Obama was in the White House. Not only that, Mitt Romney was a bad candidate and ran a bad campaign. That's why Barack Obama was in the White House. All right. That's because why? There's only one thing why. During that time, the Republican was spineless. But yet again, they wasn't in debt. The Republican was not in debt, all right? John McCain, Republican Party, wasn't in debt. Mitt Romney's campaign was not in debt. They did not outspend Barack Obama. Barack Obama outspent so much, it depleted the DNC, right? In order for the DNC to function, this is where Hillary comes in, all right? In order for the DNC to function, Hillary made a deal with Debbie Wasserman Schultz that, all right, I'll give you the money because Hillary got so much money in the Clinton Foundation, right? Clinton Foundation is a money laundering scheme, right? It got all the money from Haiti's relief fund. It's in there, all right? That's how Clinton was able to have so much money. All right, so she did a deal with Debbie Wasserman Schultz, right? That she'll fund the DNC if Hillary Clinton get the nomination. This is why they rigged the election for Hillary Clinton, not Bernie Sanders, because Hillary Clinton was funding the DNC. She got a stronghold on DNC. All right, now it's projecting the same thing again. All right, let's finish this thing. Some potential contributor would rather not support the party they perceive as a dominant by establishment figures and their more moderate approaches in the issue, said one blunder who has held fundraiser for the party, but asked not to be named because of unauthorized to speak publicly by on behalf. I wonder who that is. All right. While donor and the DNC have dried up, Democratic candidates have been mopped it up, with 16 of them collectively raising $77 million in January through March 16, which $3 million more than Trump. Committees and RNC combined. The DNC also has been overshadowed by the Democratic organizations such as the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, DCCC, sound like some communist thing, right? Which support the House candidate. The Senate counterpart, the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee, DSCC, is gearing up trying to end the tenure of the Republican Majority Leader by Mitch McConnell, right? The DCCC, sound like a communist thing, right? Has raised over $40 million this year, beating the DNC every month, while the DSCC have raised by $18 million, right? Let me tell you about something about the campaign, right? I told you this once, I told you before. In order for anybody to get the nominations for the DNC, for the Democratic candidate for presidential, it's whoever can raise the most money. That's what it is. To the DNC, if you could raise us the most money, you'll get the nominations. That's what it is. Because at this moment, they need as much money as possible. Whoever can raise the most money will get the nomination. Now, let's see who's raising the most money right now, right? If you're not raising the most money, what they're doing right now, they're trying to raise enough money to buy in for the debate. Because if you don't know that in order to get on the debate stage, you have to raise a certain amount of money, right? It's like buying in a poker game, right? Big blind, small blind, right? It's like buying in, all right? But that does not guarantee them the nomination. Now, what might guarantee you the nomination is whoever raises the most money. This is why I come back to that part. because the DNC broke. You make us the most money, you'll get the nomination. I.e., for example, Hillary Clinton. She gave them the most money, therefore she got the nomination, thereby screwing Bernie Sanders on the way. All right? There's a lot of... Wait, did I read that part? All right. The DNC also competing with the Super PAC, which can accept unlimited amount from companies, unions, individuals, but cannot coordinate with candidates. Priority USA, the main Super PAC for supporting the party presidential nominees, counts among donors some of the biggest Democratic givers, including billionaires, investor George Soros, scumbag right here, this Nazis collaborator right here, hedge fund operator, and Donald Sussman and James H. Simons. There's a lot of competition for the dollars right now, said DNC Financial Committee member Jamie Asorg. Planning ahead for 2020, DNC will use $100 million cell phone numbers bought during the midterm. See, they bought your information. You know where to get your cell phone numbers? All this information. They bought it from your account from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all that stuff. That's where they get all this information. Like, you weren't wondering how they get your phone number? They bought them. All right, your data. All right, in the midterm order to reach the voters' text message. The party will also train around 1,000 college juniors to hit the ground next year, soliciting donors, and have been warned to the consequences of failure. What we fell short, the Democrat chairman Tom Perez in an email, the critical work that needed to be done in order to Democrat cannot happen because the money simply isn't there. End of article. All right. These Democrats, they're so evil. They're relying on youth votes. It turns out, year after year, youth don't show up to vote. It doesn't interest them. All right, I know because I was one of them. Right, but they don't have any lackluster to vote. They're mainly the thing. This is how the millennial think. Oh, I don't have to vote. Somebody will vote for me. Right, in a nutshell, that's how the millennials think. All right. Therefore, you cannot rely on millennials to vote. All right. Not only that, millennials don't have jobs. So if they don't have jobs, how can they donate to you? All right. They can't donate to you. And at the rate it's going, I think there's going to be another setup by Joe Biden. All right. To win the nomination because at the end, you gotta look at this phrase, money talk and BS walk. All right. You ever heard that phrase before? All right. Whoever could raise the most money, get the nomination. Whoever could raise the most money, buy the nomination. That's what the Democratic Party is. All right, that's what it is. And there's always a contrast between Republican and Democrats. Republican, they have a strategy. Democrat, they don't have a strategy. The strategy is to spend most money, spend. That's their strategy. But I don't know, man. They're in a debt hole like last year. Like last time, they were in a big debt. The 2016, they were in debt because most of the money was spent was Hillary's money. It wasn't DNC money at all. All right. And then the last election, the midterm election, they spent so much money in Beto O'Rourke. I'm surprised that the DNC still exists. All right. But there's a sign that the DNC is not doing so good again. All right. This is what happened when you don't conserve your money. Right. They're so anti-conservative. They're lacking on conserving money. That's why I don't understand. These people hate conservatives so much that the concept of saving money eludes them. But let me know what you think. You think the Democrats are far gone? You think they're going broke? You think they don't have no strategy? Let me know you agree. Because of what I'm saying, Google don't want to monetize my channel because I'm not monetized. I mean, I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited. I mean, I'm not bound by any outside interference. Because I'm not bound by any outside interference, I can say whatever I want. Because of that, I'm not taking any donations. All right, because the point of this channel is get people to think and get people to not vote for the Democratic Party. All in all right. To don't be a liberal. Liberal is a mental disease. That's the point of this channel, right? But me not taking donations it encouraged me to make more videos, right? Now, what encouraged me to make more videos the most is by you subscribe to my channel, like and share my channel. Because when you like, share, and subscribe, it encouraged me to make more videos. Basically, I wanted to make people realize like these Democrats are not good people. They're dumb. They play people like suckers, right? That's the point of this channel, right? The more it encouraged me, the more I can make videos. The more I can make videos, the more I can saturate YouTube algorithm. The more I can saturate YouTube algorithm. The more I could reach more people. That's the point. That's why I want you to support, like, share, and subscribe so much, right? But by this article's looking, I don't think the Democrats gonna survive at all. I mean, they're probably gonna die. They're fractured right now, right? Democratic socialists, they don't even know what socialism is. They say they're socialists, but they don't know the real meaning of socialism. They want communism, but they don't know what communism is. But I digress. But I know your time is precious. I'm not trying to waste your time. All right. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name is Stefan. Thanks for listening. Like, share, subscribe. On that note, guys, I'm signing out. Peace.